morning, Kilbourne. This is your WKHS news for Friday, April 9th, 2021. I'm Kendall Timms.
And I'm Amaya Harris. A lot of things have been eliminated due to COVID, but standardized testing isn't one of them.
The tests start in 2 weeks on April 19th, so Hope and Riley wanted to update us with the schedule and tell us how the testing will work.
Standardized testing will take place this year for federal guidelines. We talked to staff about what it would look like at Kilbourne.
When do the standardized tests take place?
Standardized testing for Worthington Kilbourne will take place between Monday, April 19th and April 23rd.
What will the school day look like?
Funny you should ask. Testing will start at 7:45, which is when the typical school day starts. Open lunch for everybody will be from 11:05 to 12:05. And then we will follow a 40-minute bell schedule, except on Friday when we will have shortened classes for every single class.
How can students prepare for these tests?
Really, the best things they can do are pretty basic. The first would be to attend school every single day. Secondly, they need to do all of their assignments that their teachers are giving them, not just the ones that seem like they're either worth the most points or the most important. They should make sure that they are paying attention in class, basically doing the very best they can do.
What standardized tests do students take?
Well, students in grades 9 through 11 are all going to be taking tests. Freshmen are taking English 9 and Math 1, unless they're in Math 2, then of course they'll be taking Math 2. Sophomores are taking American History, English, Biology, and Math 2. And then juniors and maybe a few seniors are taking Government.
Do you think you're prepared for the state test?
No, not at all.
Why?
Because we haven't really had that much time to prepare from like hybrid and stuff, because haven't been in the class as much, so like, yeah, I'm not prepared.
No, not really.
Why not?
Well, because it's kind of difficult to study for, it's not easy to access the studying guides for it, and I just haven't gotten around to it.
Do you ever review for the test?
No, not really.
I usually don't, but I think other people should, because it does help you remember and do better on the test.
Are you nervous?
Very. I'm going to fail.
I mean, not really. You take tests all the time in high school, so just another test.
Good luck, Kilbourne. This has been Riley France, Hope Nip, WKHS News.
Recent interviews with Britney Spears and Meghan Markle have brought discussion on women's mental health to light. Katie and Karina go into more detail.
Over the past century, women's mental health has been viewed in different ways. This has been brought to light by the new documentary about Britney Spears and her portrayal in the media. She was pushed to a breaking point and people called her crazy. We talked to teachers and students about how the acceptance of women's mental health has changed over the years. Was society understanding and accepting of women's mental health more than they did before?
Yeah, I think so. I think now it's more talked about, it's more recognized as a very important issue that needs to be discussed more. The more we talk about it, the more understanding and comfortable people are talking about it. Now there's a whole push to have a mental health day where people can, take off work or take a day where they can just focus on their mental health.
I think that today they're more accepting. I think that when I was your age, I think that women's mental health issues were viewed as biological, more of a hormone imbalance, things like that. And I think today it's more recognized because I think it's recognized that women are under more stress, and that's recognized. I think before we were seen as more of nurturers and caretakers and keeping peace in the house, those kinds of things. But I think today women are recognized more that a lot is asked of them, and that they have more responsibilities, and that stress is recognized. So I think it's moved from, it's not just biological, yes it can be, we know that, but that it's also a lot of other factors.
Because I know back then it used to be like the woman had to shove all their feelings inside, and I feel like now it's not as much, but we still somehow feel that pressure that we have to hide our feelings.
This issue has now been brought more to light with the recent Meghan Markle interview. Her talk with Oprah about mental health has opened up a conversation for many people.
I think, in the current time, definitely a lot more. I feel like women's mental health is a lot more addressed sometimes than men's, as of late. And you'll be able to see all those, infographics and stuff on Instagram. and all the things, and I think it's just being addressed a lot more, and it's making people be able to talk about it and have that discussion now.
Welcome back. There is no question women are carrying a heavy burden in this pandemic, and it's taking a toll. Depression is on the rise, but more people are looking for professional help as juggling a career, remote learning, and family life can get to be too much.
Well, in general, mental health is just very important. And for women especially, I think we take on a lot and we want to be powerful women in the world. And so taking on a lot of responsibility and being encouraging to others, I think the best way to be an example is to show, you take your mental health very seriously and making sure you're taking care of that before you take on the world.
I think women's mental health is exceptionally important for them to have a well-balanced, happy life, and I think when it's recognized, they can get the help that they need, they can take better care of themselves, maybe get more help from family and friends. So I think it's very important that women take care of their mental health.
As news, life, and events change throughout this year, it's important to check and reevaluate your mental health. This has been Katie Buterbaugh and Karina Morales, WKHS News.
Seth and Ethan are back with a new Player of the Week. This week they give you our baseball team's first baseman, who is also committed to Indiana University. The Player of the Week is McKay Whitaker.
McKay Whitaker is a junior here at Kilbourne, where he is the captain of our varsity baseball team and has been since his sophomore year. McKay is the number 6 overall prospect in Ohio and is the number 1 first baseman in the state. Due to his long list of achievements and his batting skills, he committed to Indiana University as a sophomore. After batting a .438 and hitting 9 home runs this past summer, McKay is hoping to keep the success going this year for Kilbourne.
How excited are you to finally get out on the field again for the first time in 2 years?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really good time. I mean, we miss getting out here with the boys again, so it's always good to just get back out.
And how did it feel to commit to a D1 university in your sophomore year?
It was really cool. I mean, I got a good opportunity. I mean, money was right, great program, great school, most importantly. So, I mean, it's a really, really, really awesome opportunity I have.
Is that something that keeps you working?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I still have a lot to prove. I mean, nothing's given. You have to earn every step of the way. So, still have to keep working. I mean, no spots guaranteed. So, just have to keep going, I guess. Yeah.
What parts of your game do you feel allow you to play at the next level?
I think my bat is my biggest tool. I'm a good hitter. That's what all the scouts have said, and that's what's going to get me as far as I want to go.
And what parts of your game do you feel you need to keep improving on?
I need to get faster, and I need to bulk up a little bit. I'm still a little bit underweight.
And who's someone who's inspired you and kept you pushing and fighting throughout the season?
For me, it's my mom. She just passed away this year, so she always loved coming to the games, being a supporter, and so I just play for her now, yeah.
This has been Ethan Moore and Seth Anderson with your Player of the Week.
This has been your WKHS News. Tonight, girls lacrosse is home at 7 against Medina, and boys lacrosse is home tomorrow at 2 o'clock against Jerome. So be sure to support both teams.
Ranked the Musical premieres tonight and tomorrow at 7:30. Make sure to tune into their live stream if you can. Have a fun and safe week in Kilbourne, and stay healthy.
Yes.
Yes, I switched it around. Please stop. Okay.
Amaya, I literally killed that.
No, you said at 2 o'clock against Jerome. Did she not? Did she not?